We all use apps constantly, right? But when it comes to decentralized apps, have you ever stopped to think about how they pull off being super fast and incredibly secure at the same time? Well, the secret is all in the layers, and we're about to break it down. Okay, so picture this. You tap a button in a crypto app. What actually happens next? Where does that transaction go? It's not just floating out there in the cloud. The way it really works is actually way, way cooler than that. And here it is. The whole thing really boils down to this one simple idea. It's a stack. Your apps, they live and run on what we call layer 2. And the security, the trust that holds it all together, that's anchored by layer 1. So let's start from the ground up. It all has to start somewhere. And for the decentralized world, that starting point is layer 1. You know, you can't build a skyscraper on sand. You need a bedrock foundation. And in the blockchain world, that's exactly what layer 1 is. So what is a layer 1? Well, it's the main blockchain itself. The biggest one you've probably heard of is Ethereum. Now, its main job isn't to be lightning fast for every single little click. Nope. Its purpose is to be the Fort Knox of security, to make sure everyone on the network agrees on what's true, and to act as the final unchangeable book of records. I love this analogy. Think of layer 1 as the supreme court of the blockchain. It doesn't get involved in every little argument. Its job is to handle the most important cases and make those final, binding judgments that become official history. That's layer 1. It doesn't need to track every move in a video game, but it absolutely has to record the final score perfectly and permanently. Okay, so if layer 1 is this super secure but kind of slow and methodical court, where does all the action happen? The fast-paced stuff? Well, that brings us up a level to layer 2. This is the express lane, built right on top of that rock-solid L1 foundation. The reason we even need a layer 2 is, honestly, because of a good problem to have: success. As more and more people started piling onto blockchains like Ethereum, the main network got totally congested. It was like a single-lane highway at rush hour 24/7. Everything slowed to a crawl, and the cost to get anything done, the gas fee, just went through the roof. And this right here gets to the heart of it. Layer 1 gives you that ironclad security, but it comes at the cost of speed and higher fees. Layer 2 was designed from the ground up to solve exactly that, giving you an experience that's both fast and cheap. You get the best of both worlds. So how does this actually work in practice? Well, you have these popular layer 2 networks like Arbitrum and Optimism. Think of them as super efficient side roads. They take thousands of transactions, handle them quickly off-chain, and then bundle them all up into a single compressed summary. That little summary is the only thing that gets sent back to the main Ethereum blockchain to be permanently secured. Okay, so we've got our secure foundation, we've got our speedy express lane. Now let's talk about the most important piece, the actual applications that you and I are using every day. And this is maybe the biggest takeaway. When you're using a decentralized app, you're almost always interacting with a layer 2 network. Developers build there for one simple reason: to give you a smooth, fast, and affordable experience, and to let you skip the traffic jams on layer 1. And this isn't just for one niche type of app. We're talking about the whole shebang. Those trading apps where you swap tokens, that's happening on layer 2. The blockchain games everyone's talking about, yep, layer 2. The NFT marketplaces where you're browsing for digital art, you guessed it, all that activity is on a layer 2. All right, let's put it all together now. Let's trace the journey of a single transaction so you can see how these two layers work together in perfect harmony. So here's how it goes. Step 1, you interact with an app. That click, that trade, it feels instant and it's super cheap because it's happening on layer 2. Step 2, behind the scenes, the layer 2 network grabs your transaction, along with thousands of others, and groups them into a big batch. And finally, step 3, it creates a tiny compressed summary of that whole batch and sends just that one little piece of data down to layer 1 to be permanently and securely locked in. You get the speed of L2 with the security of L1. It's brilliant. So at the end of the day, it's a simple, powerful relationship. Apps live on layer 2 for speed, so you get a great user experience. And layer 2, in turn, relies on layer 1 for that unwavering security that makes the whole system trustworthy. It's a layered system built for scale. And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating question for the future, right? As this technology gets even more efficient, what new kinds of applications become possible when you can have both massive scale and decentralized security? That's what developers are building right now. Thanks for tuning in.